Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching the interview video. I'm Atsushi, organizer of the DevRelKaigi 2025. DevRelKaigi is an international developer relations conference from Tokyo, Japan, and I will hold it on the Tokyo on October 2nd to 4th, 2025. In this interview sessions, talking with Don Goodman as one of the amazing speaker of it. He is a keynote speaker on the third, sorry, 3rd October, the Business and Marketing Day. So, and we hope it would be helpful for you to attend the conference. So I will welcome the Don on the stage. Okay, so
Howdy.
hello Don.
How are you doing, Atsushi?
Oh, it's very good, Andrew.
I'm doing very well.
So okay, thank you. So at first, please introduce yourself.
Sure. I'm Don Goodman. I'm the head of marketing at Formance, which is a startup based in Paris focused on building open source financial infrastructure for fintechs and vertical SaaS. Previously, I spent the last 10 years of my career in developer relations, building programs at Slack and GitHub, a few other places, as well as in consulting. And I've recently made the shift from developer relations into B2B SaaS marketing, which is a pretty exciting time for me.
Okay, thank you. So I think open source and finance is completely different. They have a have a different cultures. So uh, how to mix the open source and the finance?
It's a completely different playbook than what many of us are used to when we're thinking about open source developer tools, right?
Mm,
So usually we think of open source as a way of building community, getting people using the software engaged in the process of the creation of the software, and creating developer love through nurturing these connections. But in the world of finance, that's not the case. I mean, we do have a handful of contributors to the more popular repositories that we have. But the key purpose of this is reliability and transparency. It's to ensure our
mm,
customers that, one, they can look at the code, they can audit the code, they
mm,
can see that it does what we promise it does. And two, should something happen to Formance somewhere along the way, it's not going to affect the continuity of their operations because the source code is there. They'll
mhm.
be able to continue to use it without disruption, right? Both of which are extremely important to our very risk averse clients.
I see. That's very interesting. So, you were raised in Portuguese, right? So, and I think so many audiences would like to learn about the tech scene in Portuguese. So, could you introduce it including like a web summit?
Yes, yes. So I live in Lisbon, in Portugal. We have a very vibrant tech scene here. There is Web Summit, of course. Web Summit happens every November, and just completely floods the city with people building things in tech. Um, but there's also year-round a very vibrant community. A lot of it is centered around uh, Web3 and crypto technologies. There is a place, for example, called the FinTech House that is an incubator for that sort of thing. And then on top of that, we have Association 351, which is a community oriented organization to support founders of Portuguese based startups. And they have a really
Mm,
lovely, vibrant community where you'll run into basically everybody in the tech scene there, one way or the other. Um, And of course, in Lisbon, we have Unicorn Factory, which was an initiative of the current mayor. I think I might have that wrong. Anyway, the current mayor is very heavily involved in it, and it helped Lisbon win. I forget the name of the award, but like the Tech European Tech Hub 2024, something like that. Because of the they're really doing a good job of graduating classes of startups coming out of there to compete in the Portuguese and European economies.
I see. Thank you. So, and I know you have another hat as a photographers. So, could you introduce about that? Like your you taking the pictures behind you.
Oh yeah. These are I enjoy analog photography. I've been doing that for over 20 years, and in particular street photography. And like a lot of people, I enjoy doing street photography in Tokyo. I'll be doing quite a lot of that in advance of the conference, for sure. But I've also been, over the past few years, working on a series of photographs designed to challenge our perception of what is authentic and what is not authentic. You know, in DevRel, we talk about authenticity a whole lot, but I've never really been entirely sure what it meant. And so I wanted to challenge my own ideas about what authenticity is through my photography.
I hope you will get a new camera or new films in the or when you come to Japan.
Oh, I want one too, but my wallet says otherwise.
Exactly. Okay, so we are moving to the next topic about your session. Uh, this conference has 2 days. Each days have a different theme. So day 2 is a marketing and business days, and day 3 is a developer and community days. So you are the second days, so business and marketing days keynote speakers. So could you please introduce your session, especially any points you want to share it?
Yeah, so drawing from my transition from developer relations to B2B marketing, yeah, I've come to maybe develop some hypotheses about the fundamental nature of both of these sorts of things. The first is that, yeah, it's sort of a central tenet in developer relations that we exist as an organization precisely because developers are special snowflakes, right? And developers are particularly allergic to marketing. That developers run away that the moment they think they're being sold to, and we need to develop the word I used earlier. We need to develop more authentic approaches to develop genuine connections with developers and provide them with useful, actionable advice, et cetera, right? We all know the spiel there. But it turns out everybody's allergic to marketing. This is my hypothesis, and I hold it to be true. Everybody's allergic to marketing. Everybody wants to run away the moment that they think that they're being sold to. And so the core of my talk is looking at how B2B SaaS marketing is currently done, the sorts of playbooks that are done there, and what lessons we can take from DevRel in talking to marketing shy people that we can bring more broadly to B2B marketing. Because I think there's a lot of powerful techniques. I think DevRel is getting a lot of things right if we think of DevRel as marketing. Spicy take there. And I do. I actually am now convinced that DevRel is just marketing done well. And so we can apply these lessons to, and I am actively applying these lessons to what I do as a somebody working in marketing more broadly. Yeah.
Okay, so maybe this topic you're including your all of experiences about developer relations and developer marketing, I think. So can I ask you something about that?
Please.
So what insight have you gained recently from the traditional or enterprise companies?
Um, I guess the biggest insight I've learned is that many of them have been conditioned to expect cold emails and like email gated access to content, whereas in developer relations, like these are two techniques we would never consider using. We're not going to cold email anybody, right? And we're going to give all of our content away for free. And I had a fascinating conversation the other day with a representative from Gartner, um, because they provide content that you can use, you can license and put it behind an email gated thing as a way of collecting leads. And I'm like, what if we just gave it away? And they were like, why would you do that? Don't you want the leads? And I'm like, well, no, I don't want arbitrary email addresses. I think if somebody reads this and says, yeah, this is very interesting to me, and then they reach out to me as a result of that, that's the lead I want, right? I want them coming to me and saying, yes, we want more information about this. And I think that, much to my surprise, that this is not a very common way of transacting in the enterprise world, but I have yet to completely validate this hypothesis, but I think it could be a really powerful approach, because this is exactly what we do in DevRel, right? There's no surprise that it works in developer relations. And if my hypothesis is correct, then this is just going to work full stop.
I see. In Japan, so some of enterprise company have to put on the suits, even if in the summer or past season. So how about the Portuguese or Europe? Do you put on the suits every day or not?
Well, it depends on the industry that you're in. So I live across the street from the Ministry of Work, which is a government office. And yes, they're wearing suits. Even when it's 40 degrees out, they're still wearing suits. I don't know how. And just over there, right, is the headquarters of Caixa Geral de Depósitos, the largest bank in Portugal. And they're also wearing suits, although they'll take their jacket off during the hot day, right? But outside of that, I think it's very mixed. If it's an older, more established company, people are wearing suits. Yes. If it's a more tech-oriented company, actually you might see a wide variety of dress. And of course, in the startup scene, people just wear whatever, right?
I can imagine you're putting on a suit.
I can't imagine me putting on a suit either. No.
Yeah,
I don't
so
even own
because
one.
I know you, so you put on the just only t-shirts or hoodies. So yeah, it's very confusing about that.
Yeah,
I
but
hope.
I mean, Portugal, like a lot of Europe, still has a lot of very conservative business practices, very conservative business cultures that exist side by side with other things.
I see. Okay, so another question is DevRel limited in a tech company in San Francisco or other Silicon Valleys or something? So do you think it would be difficult in the traditional companies?
That's an excellent question. It can be, yes, but not for the reasons you would expect. So, for example, in France, where I used to work, and I'm working for a French company now, the government and the trade unions have set basically a set of roles, right? They decide the kinds of roles that you can hire at a company. And so when a French business wants to hire somebody in DevRel, they actually have to pick a completely different role from them from this list of possible roles. And depending on their seniority and so forth, it can get very confusing. And then everybody gets confused because those aren't just titles, they have lists of responsibilities and so forth. But if your title doesn't really match what you're doing in DevRel, then there can be a lot of mismatched expectations about what you should be doing, what you are doing, and so forth. And DevRel, I think, can be difficult for that reason in Europe, simply because it doesn't fit into any well-known, well-understood mold. Although if DevRel is in fact just marketing. If DevRel is properly thought of as marketing, then maybe that makes things a little easier, because marketing is a well understood role here in Europe. But I think broadly speaking, engineers want advice, they need help, they need good tooling, right? I think that's fairly universal. It's more of an internal company politics question than the nature of the role externally.
I see. And maybe European had the passion to love the open source communities. So maybe open source and DevRel is a very nice part, making a nice partnership, I think. So
I think so too. We're starting to see a lot of businesses and a lot of government agencies looking to divest themselves of large American firms like Google Docs, right, Microsoft 365, these sorts of things are starting to become real liabilities in the age of arbitrary tariffs. And a lot of these agencies and businesses are therefore looking at open source alternatives very, very seriously. And some have already made the switch because they're more predictable, they're more stable, they're, what's the word I'm looking for? They're going to be more resilient to the political landscape than these commercial tools from the US.
I see. Oh, so thank you so much, Don. So I really hope to come into Japan, and you will share your experiences about developer relations and marketing to the audiences.
I'm really looking forward to it, Atsushi.
Yeah. So I hope you will put on the suits to you will do the keynote speakers.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So thank you so much today's interviews, and I hope you will enjoy with us the conference.
I know I will.
So okay, everyone. So how about the interviews? So I will announce it again. So our conference, DevRelKaigi 2025, will be held on the October 2nd to 4th, 2025 at Tokyo. Tickets are now on sale. We hope for your audiences attendance. Sorry. So see you next interview. Bye.